What's going on, everyone? Walker back with another video. Welcome back. Today we're going to be meeting up with Chris Salucci, one of the co-founders of Central Park Raccoons, talking to him a little bit about fixed gear bikes, hosting different events, and probably check out his bike and then head over to the White Spicy Labs at Prospect Park. But yeah, stay tuned and we'll see you soon. So how did you get your start with riding fixed gear in particular?
I was into BMX growing up, so single speed was always something I've been really into.
Right.
And I moved to New York, sold my mountain bike, and I bought a single speed. It's kind of like what most people do. I bought the cheapest bike they had, and it was a single speed bike.
Yeah, how long ago did you move to New York and get that single speed?
I moved in, I was going to school in like 2003, and then I'd say 2004 is when I first got my first single speed coasting bike that got me into it. Did
you eventually just change it to fixed? What was your inspiration to switch it over?
I was really into like the MASH, like the videos, honestly. I love BMX videos. I love like road fools and this I still love watching BMX videos. And
For sure.
Hype on that, but like trail riding and shit like that. But yeah, the fixed gear culture and like the MASH guys, like I've always thought that was just so cool. And like even before getting onto a fixed gear bike. So, but honestly, I remember bringing it to a shop, getting my flat fixed, and the mechanic asking me, he was like, "Yeah, you're fixed, right?" And I was too embarrassed to tell him that I wasn't, so that was it. And I've heard other people have been in similar situations where people assumed that they were fixed gear and the mechanic threw it in there, or like they tried it and that was it.
How did you transition that to kind of like going from like racing, fixed gear, and then like later on organizing?
I got into Casena. I got lucky. I had a friend who brought me to the track early.
That's awesome.
And he got really into adventure cycling, but yeah, we would do like long loops, long track rides, and we end up at Casena. And yeah, I remember being like there was never ever racing going on. We would just randomly get there at night, and I was like, this is really cool. I want to race here. And he was more into just the ride to the velodrome, and I'm like, this is something I could see myself doing. And I used to run track. I used to run on bank tracks, bank turns. I ran at the Armory, so I was like, this is kind of sick. And it was kind of brought both worlds together. I fell out of running, and but I got really into track bikes. So the velodrome was like a place that I felt at home, and yeah, I got lucky and met some of the Star Trek coaches, and they told me to come out, and that's really what got me really into it, was Casena.
And after Casena, you were doing laps with people from there. Is that how you met like other people from Raccoons?
Yeah, I started kind of organizing just like with not so friendly laps. In the park, I always felt like there was this missing link between. I saw a lot of people getting into those fast races and getting dropped and then not coming back. And there's a lot of frustration there where people they show interest and then they don't know how to progress, or they drop the first couple times and then you never see them again.
You kind of plateau.
Yeah, so we're like, let's do this to grow this. Let's do some kind of let's do some kind of like laps or do some kind of training to get people fit or get comfortable for these like unsanctioned races. It's really kind of how to build to promote those races that we're racing. So
now that you're hosting more races and events like the the gold sprints and like the outdoor sprint events and also just stuff outside of like Randall's, how do you feel like about sanctioned and like unsanctioned stuff?
I mean, it feels good, honestly. Like I love that we get to straddle the line between both. I think we're kind of lucky in that sense that we get to do both. I mean, right now a lot of people are not for sanctioned races, and we can still do some of our unsanctioned stuff. So I think it's nice to be able to straddle that line and be able to do both. Getting permits is awesome. Getting insurance is a great thing for events, for growing a sport. But we love unsanctioned races. That's where our heart is, and I think if you keep them safe, they're part of New York. That's really important to us. Our sprint events are in the bike lane, so that's why we do it.
Yeah, for sure.
We're protected by the bike lane. So,
makes perfect sense.
Yeah, try to do things that also aren't pissing other people off, but trying to do the things that we want to do. So,
where can people find out more about events? you know, about stuff you guys are hosting in the future?
I mean, our Instagram is the best way to reach us. Our website, toomanywatts.com.
Yeah.
Is our website, or centralparkraccoons.com.
Same thing?
Same thing,
Yeah.
They lead to the same place. But yeah, DM us through Instagram. Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to bring velodrome racing to the people. And hopefully people will come to the velodrome. That's really the whole point. If people weren't coming to Casena, let's bring Casena to them. But I really think it's important that people show love to the velodrome.
For sure.
And come out. You know, we have an event coming out August 27th. But all the events there are awesome. But
what's going on the 27th?
That's going to be a sprint event. It's a permitted event.
Oh, sweet.
But it's our second annual, I guess. It's a charity event, so it's a held start, similar to our race that we do in Central Park.
Yeah.
But that's one-on-one tournament. This is going to be 4 up, so
wow.
4 riders. And yeah, it's going to be a losers bracket, winners bracket, and we're going to do WTFNB, juniors and men's. We have a DJ.
Wow.
We have sweets and treats, so we have like donuts and
that'll be amazing.
Like apples. He's doing some pastries and stuff like that for us. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, this is one of those races that we're trying to be more for spectators.
Yeah.
We really feel like that's a missing thing in racing right now, and making things exciting for spectators. It's sprint after sprint after sprint. It's one lap after one lap after one lap. It's super exciting. It's got a DJ. It's great.
It's always something
really about the spectator. So we want everyone to show up and just have a good time. You know.
No, it's really amazing what you're doing, dude. Thank you for letting me highlight you in this. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Wherever you want to start, just take me and I'll record.
All right. This is a Weiss Hammer titanium custom build. This is my second Weiss Hammer. This one is a little bit longer top tube, and it's a Cerakote paint job. So matte finish and honey wheels, built in Brooklyn. Rotors, always been a big fan of rotors. Don't move, they don't flex, they look awesome. And then I got my Look Kios, always been into look. Swapping out the carbon tension, just got into those. And I keep it simple with the chain. Strand PC1, I just change them out really often, like once a month, but they're like $10 chains, and I don't even bother like ultrasonicking anymore. I just swap them out.
Just change them out when you need to.
Change them out. They're so cheap. They're so quiet. I've never broken one. And then I just I use lubricant every now and then.
In the fixed gear way.
And I'm late to the game, but I'm on to the 28s now. I've been 25s my whole track life, but 28s have been awesome. And that's compliments to my teammate Marty for giving me a loaner pair of 28s.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and these are inner tube, but I would go tubeless.
Are the wheels, but they're tubeless ready, right?
Yeah, tubeless ready.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Not tubeless tires.
Yeah, dude, this is such a sick build. And you got the little Central Park Raccoons fit-ins right there. As you got it.
Bars, but they're wrapped all the way out, which is kind of rare for me, but I've been riding this in the street for commuting, so.
Yeah, way more comfortable that way, too, so you can really get your hands on the pads.
I usually always wrap to the right here, and just for racing, and I would normally ride gloves, but I've been riding gloveless and just wrapping up to the top.
Yeah. Dude, it's an awesome build. Thank you for showing me this in particular.
Yeah, in Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah. And you got the power meter too on it with the rotor.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, that's amazing.